Expert reports for Azerbaijani asylum seekers, human rights issues, and political repression. Hello, colleagues. This video is for law firms representing asylum seekers from Azerbaijan. I'm Maxim Kritonov, and I specialize in preparing expert reports for asylum applicants. In this video, I'll explain my approach to analyzing Azerbaijan's situation, covering key issues with human rights violations and why expert reports are crucial in asylum cases. What is an expert report? As you know, an expert report is an independent analysis for courts and immigration authorities. It aims to prove the applicant faces genuine threats and can't safely return home. This report supports the applicant's personal story. The data analyzes the country's situation and links overall context to client's circumstances. The expert report confirms the country's context, including instability and conflicts. It cites international and local sources to substantiate the applicant's personal risks, showing how country conditions relate to individual threats. This strengthens the evidence base, proving that the client belongs to a persecuted group. It cites authoritative sources like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and the UN, formatted to OSCOLA standards. Regarding my experience, in the past 2 years, I've prepared over 100 expert reports that helped asylum seekers secure refuge. I collaborate with 15 top law firms across the US, UK, and EU. In 2024, I won the Expert Witness Award for Best Expert on Immigration and Asylum. All my reports meet Supreme Tribunal standards and Civil Procedure Code requirements. I respond to law firms within an hour and prepare reports in 1 week. Now let's discuss human rights violations in Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan faces numerous systemic human rights issues. Political opponents, activists, journalists, and bloggers face arrests and persecution. Free speech is limited, independent media pressured, and critical organizations shut down. Detainees often face violence, blackmail, and threats in police stations. Religious minorities encounter discrimination. They face searches and bans on public religious expression, corruption in the legal system, court rulings often swayed by the ruling elite. This makes fair justice virtually impossible to access. LGBT issues, community faces discrimination, attacks, and legal persecution. Internal relocation problems. Moving regions isn't a solution due to authorities controlling movement across borders. My report details all aspects, citing sources and conclusions as I work on Azerbaijan. I typically prepare expert reports based on instructions from major law firms in the UK, US, and EU. They usually ask me to describe Azerbaijan's political climate, including the opposition status, how authorities treat activists and journalists, risks for religious minorities, and access to justice. What's the situation for LGBT people in Azerbaijan? Internal relocation, safety, risks for government critics, and feasibility for applicants. How do I create an expert report? Creating a report is meticulous work requiring careful attention at every stage. I usually start by examining all documents submitted by the applicant. These can include personal interview records and rejection decisions. My task is to identify key facts and evidence to best justify the applicant's risk. The next step is researching the situation in the country of origin. I use credible international and local sources to gather current info on the country, especially regarding threats to the applicant's safety. It's crucial here how the country's situation relates to the applicant's personal history. Then I analyze specific risks if they return. My conclusions always cite verified sources for maximum objectivity and reliability. Of course, I pay close attention to meeting standards. All my reports strictly follow the guidelines set out in practice by the Supreme Tribunal regarding expert evidence. Each report includes a truth statement confirming that the data is from reliable sources and opinions are my professional judgment. All my reports meet established standards. I always verify the accuracy of presented facts and the validity of my conclusions. My fee doesn't depend on case outcomes, ensuring objectivity in my work. Additionally, if needed, I'm ready to testify in court about the situation in the applicant's country of origin. I work with applicants from Azerbaijan and other post-Soviet countries like Armenia, Belarus, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. Each case is unique, and I prepare reports considering all individual factors. This allows my clients to confidently present their interests in courts and immigration offices. How to order a report? If your clients need an expert report, contact me at info.thehumanrights.com. Reports can be paid via Legalité, making them free for applicants with state legal aid support. For private requests, we offer flexible payment options. An expert report is a key tool that can influence a case's successful outcome. It helps prove the reality of the threat and also boosts the applicant's credibility with courts and immigration authorities. I'm happy to help you and your clients seek justice. Thanks for your attention. See you soon.